because you count those small wins. You start focusing on what I did right, how I'm getting better, as opposed to I lose every time. Now, be real with yourself. If you're not putting in the work, then you can't expect to win. But if you're putting in the work, count those small wins. Hey, you know what? Last game, I feel like I lost every shift I was out there. Well, this game, I won 2 out of the 4 shifts I had. And if you want more shifts, win more battles. Work harder in practice. Therefore, your 4 shifts now turn into 6, 8 to 10 shifts. Now you're on the penalty kill. Now you're on the power play. Now you're in key game situations because you've chose to do the work in practice, and you've chose not to make excuses, whine, and complain, and have a pity party. Celebrate those small wins. And a lot of times people say, oh, it's so dang small. Does it really matter? Absolutely. Like I talked about earlier, it's that compound effect. One thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. And I always like to talk about the compound effect. I'm reading a book again that I read years ago called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And he talks about the power of the penny. If you double a penny every single day for 30 days, anybody want to guess how much money you got? You think, well, it's not going to be very much. And by the 26th, 27th day, it really isn't a whole lot. But by the 30th day, by compounding that penny, and what that means is the first day it's 1 penny, the next day it's 2, the day after that it's 4, and then it's 8, then it's 16, and then it's 32, and you get the gist of it. So it takes a while for that compound effect to work. But by the 30th day, that penny doubling every day, which is the point I'm getting to, these small wins, it's over $10 million. Woo! That's amazing. But that is the power of the compound effect. That's the power of celebrating and focusing on those small wins, because one leads to the next, leads to the next. Now, it's sort of like you've heard the journey of 1,000 miles. That's tough, man. If you think, oh my gosh, I got 1,000 miles to go, well, you can beat yourself up and intimidate yourself to the point you can't even move. Or you can say, well, it starts with one step. I'm going to take that step. And then I'm going to take the next one. Then I'm going to take the next one. Then I'm going to take the next one. And that compound effect, before you know it, you're there. So celebrate those small wins. It starts with one step.